Welcome to a Sweeps Live with your friends here at Chimney Bear. Again, I'm Samantha. We have Ben and also our fearless leader, Andre.
Hello.
If maybe we could get them both to raise the volume on their voices, y'all might be able to hear them when they talk. Let's try that again.
Can you hear me now?
I don't want to break my voice, my beautiful voice.
You don't want to break your beautiful voice.
Yeah.
Why don't you try sitting closer to the microphone?
Do I have to be closer
It's this
to the
big
microphone?
blue thing in the middle of the desk. Can you hear him now, friend?
Well, you couldn't hear me before?
No, because you sound like a little mouse squeaking in the corner.
I just said hello.
All right. Well, anyway, now that we've gone through that fun time, today here on our podcast, we are on episode 3, and we're going to be talking about rain caps.
Exciting
News, rain caps.
Square rain caps, round rain caps, top mounted rain caps,
Rectangular rain caps.
Oh yes.
Multi-flue rain caps.
Those are the best.
Rain, go away.
And all of them are never called the right terminology. Customers don't understand that a rain cap is the metal piece and the crown is made of cement.
And
Yes.
The top thingy.
Yes, the top thingy.
Thingamajig.
The cap. I have a
thing.
crack in my cap.
What else do they call it?
Masons call it cap a lot of
Oh,
times.
the fun of
That's
the
the confusion.
chimney pots and the people that get sad that they don't have rain caps. Yeah.
Did you all know that Andre's level of voice on a regular day is like 5,000, but you put him on the fucking podcast and he goes -3.
It's true. You should have heard the test round when they didn't know I was recording. Yeah, I had to lower the volume.
Lower the volume. Had to lower it. So the purpose of a rain cap is to keep out those unwanted animals that want to make babies and climb into your rain cap to do it. Bats, yep, those are fun. Squirrels nesting, fucking squirrel nests.
No, those are the worst. They just bring so much material in, and sometimes to get them out is I would spend a couple hours trying to get them out.
Impossibility. Although there is that really cool thing from Rod Station, that hook-a-majiggy thing that apparently is I think
struck the nest.
Yeah, isn't it like Nest Buster or something?
That's all this gear that we
eviction hook.
all this gear that you guys bought. I haven't had a chance to use any of it. I had to.
We bought.
We bought.
Oh.
Well,
You, me, Ben. We bought it.
No,
I've never got a chance to use it. The guys used it.
I just paid for it.
Okay.
At the
But I don't
Chimney
get to use it.
Convention.
You could use it if you want.
No, it's okay.
I think
I'll let you
Matt's
guys do
used it. Matt used the destructor attachment. I just like the purple spiral attachment. That's what sold me on the Rod
Did you
Station.
use it as a destructor purpose or as a retractor purpose? Because it's multi-purpose.
Yeah, you can
Was
retract.
it the same or was it different?
It's the same.
The pirate claw.
No, I thought the Nest Buster had like a curly Q,
I forgot
piggy
what he
tail.
was using the curly Q thing for.
Nest busting.
No, I thought it was just a hook.
No, the
It's-
hook is retractor for when you drop the
The
rod.
little spiral thing that you're talking about, Ben. You can remove nests or whatever, and you can also hook the rod. Let's say if you drop the rod in a flue.
So
you
it's
can-
it's
That's that one.
multi-purpose.
Yes.
But then the spirally wiggly thing was for something else.
No,
Oh, the
that-
purple thing?
Yeah.
That was for going around offsets.
Oh yeah. I know what the spring looking thing. Okay.
And
yeah,
we've
that's to go around.
now we have diverged from our purpose.
Well, good thing
Okay.
we're not marketing.
Well, but here's the thing. No, if you
Not selling
have a rain cap installed on your chimney and your flue, then you don't have to battle through all this hookies and spiral thingies. You know,
No, we went down the flue this time.
Yeah, we did.
down the flue
squirreled
we
away.
go.
And just on that note, chimney swifts are the only bird that can fly into your chimney and fly back out
Yes.
Why
because
is
the
that?
because they can fly vertically.
Well, they can take off vertically.
Yeah,
That's
whereas
not
other
vertical.
birds cannot, and
No.
so therefore, when they get inside your chimney, they just die there,
They
and
just
that's
stay
they
there
make
forever.
lots of flapping, and then you find their little bones when you're fixing the chimney.
blood sometimes.
Little
Delicious.
chicken
A lot of
wings.
blood.
Chicken wings.
Chicken wings. Barbecued rotisserie style.
Mm.
Oh, gross. Birds carry so many diseases. They're nasty.
Mm.
Yeah, keep them out of your chimney.
Raccoons.
And they
Ring
shit
cap.
themselves when they hit your window.
Oh, jeez. And they leave their imprint on
They do it too.
That's true. Anyway, so the rain cap, it means its whole purpose is to keep them out, really. And the rain cap itself is the water, but the spark arrestor, the mesh around the spark arrestor / rain cap is the thing that keeps out the animals because they can't fit through the little holes. And they should be made of stainless steel and applied properly with sealant that doesn't fail.
Well, what about the cheap aluminum ones?
Oh, you mean the Home Depot ones?
I'm talking about the galvanized.
The galvanized ones. The ones that rust?
Yeah.
Aluminums should only be used on gas-fired appliances, either appliances or...
That's because there's a difference. There's a difference of prefabricated rain caps, fireplace rain caps, and also
Well,
wood
they
burning.
use for the direct vent. Not that those rain caps, but that's made out of aluminum on the side of the house.
But that's not a rain cap.
It keeps the animals out.
Okay, well, either way, we're talking about the rain caps. So the importance of having one is, again, that it keeps out the birds and the squirrels and the bat, and it keeps out the water. And we all know what happens when you get water inside your chimney.
Things go bad.
Things start to rust, things start to break down, and then you have to pay the repairman.
Yeah, no one likes the indoor waterfalls for some reason.
They don't like the sound of the dripping,
It's just
hitting
soothing.
the damper. It's
Well, yeah, right.
Yeah,
If
no.
you might not see it right away, but like a few years down the road, you'll try to open your damper and it's all rusted through.
I enjoy when people send us videos of the fireplace leaking.
Yeah, that's the best.
Yeah.
hmm
And then when we get there, it's not leaking.
So when you're up there attaching these rain caps, how are they attached? Like, how do you guys get them up there? And
Bolts. So there's bolts. We always use a little bit of a sealant, like a black silicone, just for a good measure, because sometimes they might not stay well with the screws. You're looking for a dog. She's over there.
I'm looking for Bella.
She's
I'm
over
sure
there
everyone
behind
can
Ben.
hear
Looks like she's barfing, but
Can
no,
hear
she's
us.
just
Sorry, we'll have to.
the corgi is
she wants attention.
growling for attention.
She
No,
was barkies at the beginning.
So you guys screw them in to the flue tile.
Well, they don't get screwed. It's just pressure. So it's screws or bolts. Well, it's bolts. They're, the ones we use. They go against the flat portion of the flue tile, and then just put pressure on opposite ends, and then just hold it.
And
in.
that comes in the rain cap kit.
It comes with the rain cap. Yeah.
Yeah.
In most
And
cases. it does.
You now rain caps can't really go on those fancy smancy chimney pot things
Well, you would have to get like a custom cap in most cases.
or an adjustable rain cap from Home Depot.
You can. We've installed long time ago
With the legs,
with
with
the
the
little the little clampy things, but they only make them in galvanized and they're square shaped and chimney pot is round, so it doesn't look good at all.
So yeah, what's the point? Is the chimney pot just supposed to not have them?
No, it's supposed to have mesh inside. So they're supposed to put mesh on the inside of the pot so you wouldn't be able to see it. And that mesh is supposed to fit securely and snugly enough that birds or squirrels can't get down it, but it can still let the smoke and the sparks out should it need to.
Okay, so it only does 2 out of the 3 things a rain cap does because it doesn't stop. your
It
rain cap.
doesn't. And
No.
the thing is those stupid chimney pots, they're only just made to be pretentious. Like, honestly, people just put them, like builders, I don't know what. This is the same as when they do that vertical brick stacking bullshit that just causes the water to run down your chimney. It's all just for looks and it's ridiculous.
Yeah, but nobody ever even looks at their chimney. They charge all this extra money, quote unquote, for the looks. But does homeowner looks at their chimney?
Yes, they do. And they call us to complain about the shiny rain cap when nobody else has a shiny rain cap. FOMO.
Big time.
Yeah. So, yes, people do look up,
I want
especially.
I want the expensive copper one. Yeah.
That's true. They
So
do
you
come
tell
in
them the
copper.
price.
So they can come in different colors, right? So obviously they can be powder coated, stainless steel powder coated. So it
Yes.
can come in different shades. I know the
Depends on
manufacturer
the
that does it.
manufacturer, yeah.
Yeah. And then it can come in copper. What else does it come in?
We can get them made out of galvanized steel as well.
Black.
Well, yes. It's
But the
pretty good.
galvanized steel rusts. So that rain cap literally only has a lifespan of maybe like 10 to 12 years, whereas a stainless steel, if put on correctly, has lifetime warranty.
Oh, yes, the warranty. And they'll probably last 50 plus years more.
Now, that doesn't include a workmanship warranty, and most companies and we've had rain caps fly off, especially last year because we had somebody who didn't know how to attach them properly. So we had quite a few rain caps just flying off down close to the lake, and we had to go up like three times. We had to go there.
It was more than 3 times.
It wasn't. You guys went and put it on, and then some of them flew off, and then we sent somebody back who was supposed to look at it and check the ones on the other chimney, but he didn't go up there and check the ones on the other chimney. He just eyeballed that shit, and then she called us back 2 weeks later because the other fucking caps flew off.
He must have thought he's a Jedi. Part of the Force from the distance to check whether they're installed properly or not.
So that's all about workmanship warranty, because most companies, when those things fly off, they're not guaranteeing that they're going to come back and put it back on for you for free, which we do. Yeah. Because they shouldn't fly off in the first place.
No, it shouldn't. No, we've done, I think, once or twice that we came out because other companies' rain cap flew off and they just never got back to them or just kind of ghosted them, and they said, screw it, I'll just pay you guys the service fee. Go ahead, please install it properly.
Yeah. But they do work wonders to keep everybody out. And the thing about it too is if you don't have a rain cap and a chimney swift finds your chimney and you don't put the rain cap back on, you're kind of fucked, because that chimney swift remembers where it had its babies, and the babies, I think, remember there's some homing device in their brains, and they just keep coming back year after year after year.
Yeah, it's very common for them to come back to the same nesting area. And if your neighbors have rain caps and yours doesn't, most likely they'll come back to your chimney again.
And you won't even know there's a problem until you try to start up your fireplace come November, and all of a sudden your beautiful living room is filled with soot and smoke because it can't escape from the packed up chimney. Yeah. So there's also wood stoves have rain caps, right? The stoves. So do they also have the mesh around the outside of the spark arrestor?
Well, actually, when you order the caps, they don't come with the mesh.
So you have to improvise.
No, you can order it, but you just have to make sure you order it separately, because a lot of those Class A rain caps for the Class A chimneys don't come with.
What's a Class A chimney?
It's the double wall pipe.
So a Class A pipe would be for stoves and for prefabricated chimneys.
No, it would be for stoves.
Just stoves.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, so in your experience, Andre, what was your worst nesting material story?
Up in Evanston on a tall chimney, steep roof.
Was that early days or?
That was early days. That was early days. And no hooks, none of those things that we purchased back then.
Pre-money days.
Exactly. And I don't think that fireplace chimney's been swept in 10 years, and they probably used it every year pretty heavily at the same time. So all those sticks and twigs and everything else that squirrel brought in there, we would try to bring it down. It was just so much creosote dust coming down. So it was just so difficult to remove. And it took us, we came out for a simple inspection, and we were there, I think, for like 2.5 hours or so.
And you got it all out?
Yeah. Well, another thing is they did have a damper on their top mounted damper, but not the one that had the rain cap installed. So just the simpler, cheaper version of that. So that cable that was embedded in the nesting material gave us trouble too. So we couldn't
It was embedded in there, so you couldn't open it or bring it up.
Yeah, we couldn't even pull the cable through it because got stuck in it.
Like they really moved in and had a hoarding situation going on.
Sounds like they decided that house in Evanston was theirs now.
Yeah. Moving in, brought the whole U-Haul.
There's just a lot of trees. If you have a lot of trees around your house, just expect the squirrels or even raccoons, because they'll use those tree branches to hop on your roof and then
raccoons in your chimney.
Oh yeah, and in the city of Chicago, there's
tons of
quite a few. Out in the suburbs, I've never heard of it, but in Chicago, and I'm sure other big towns, raccoons do get in. They actually put their little babies in there too.
Well, I know we did have a customer that we never really fixed his stuff because it was so jam-packed in there with nesting material that everything needed to be replaced.
No, we got that out.
No, I don't think we ever went back to him.
Way down? Yeah, we did. That was the Ray one again.
Yeah, not that one.
Which was from years ago.
Oh.
I don't know. I remember seeing pictures somewhere, and the whole thing was so jam-packed.
We might have taken the brick out of that one. I think we took a couple bricks off the side of that chimney, and we actually, because we've done that before, where we've had to take bricks out to get the nesting material out around the pipe. You also should have a cap on your appliance flue, because if you don't and squirrel gets down there, you get roasty toasty squirrel at the bottom. We've done that before too.
Oh, there's been times where we couldn't do anything about it because it was a prefab fireplace and the nesting material.
Do you
was
remember
between the
roasty
inner and outer
toasty
pipe.
squirrel? The one that he was flat roasty toasty, and it made one of our employees was all like, "Look at this thing, let's dissect it," and the other one almost threw up like 6 times. That was like in somebody's down by their water heater, and it had literally cooked the squirrel.
Was it Michael?
No, it was when Andy and what's his face worked,
Yeah.
and he was literally like throwing up chunks on the
Yeah, I
customer's
remember that.
drivey.
It's not that bad.
Because
It's
folks,
cooked.
we don't remove them when they're alive, but if they're roasty, toasty, and crispy, that's our specialty.
Or-
Extra crispy.
We like them decomposing or crispy, or we'll even take the skeletons petrified. Yeah.
Fried skeletons, yes.
We like them, but yeah, caps up top are super duper important all year round, not just in the spring.
Even more so in the spring, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
That's when,
Well, if you get
that's
your
when love is in the air.
That's true. And if you get your fireplace or if you get your fireplace flue inspected once per year, you're gonna know if you have caps up there. I mean, we've gone back to customers again and again who had rain caps on there before we came out the first time, and obviously we don't replace them if they're not bad news bears. So, but we've come back to do a yearly inspection or an annual inspection and popped up there and noticed the rain cap flew off in that period of time, and so we just replace it, and no harm, no foul, I guess. But if you get somebody up there to look at it once a year, or in the case of your appliance chimney every 2, you shouldn't have this issue.
Yeah.
Well, my favorite is when people call us that they had an animal come in there, and
Yeah.
obviously, like, it's either out there or they got it out somehow, or a squirrel ran through their house, but then they're calling us freaked out because they're like, "What do I need to do?" You pull up the Google Street View
There's
from
no
like
cap.
5 years ago, and there's 0 caps on that thing. You can just see it's right there, just pretty flue tile. Like, hey,
Exactly.
open house.
So
Come on.
what we need to do is put the cap back on, friends.
Well, what about just because it was rain caps when we're driving around the neighborhood, going not even working?
So
it's-
many.
You're like, oh my god, you guys.
No
are
matter what
caps.
state we're in, where we're visiting, every single person is like, look at there, look at there, look at there, look at there. We like have the Chimney I Spy game.
Here a cap, there a cap, everywhere a cap. Yes.
Yes.
I mean,
Don't
another
sing too
thing
much.
is we have to keep in mind for the prefabricated fireplace, you have to have a proper rain cap as well.
That's
You
true.
can't just go get a adjustable rain cap that you were talking about, Ben, or Home Depot cap and screw it, through it or glue it to it. You got to put a proper rain cap on.
Well, we see a lot of people that have the wrong rain cap. Like, what were you saying that what's that cap that goes on? We see it a lot on appliance flues, I think sometimes, or even on fireplaces. It's that round cap or whatever they pop on. That's not for that. And another thing too is, hey, guess what, folks? If they install it improperly and it's like down on top of your flue tile, your chimney is not going to vent properly. We see that all the time.
You got to have those 8 inches.
Yeah,
From
all the
top of
time.
the
You
flue
need
tile.
venting and structuring and lots of things.
You can't just attach it without a flue tile. What a surprise.
No, and I wouldn't recommend you getting up on your own roof and doing it because, leave it to the professionals.
Mhm.
I wonder what OSHA feels about homeowners getting up on their own roof without all of those special hooks and ladders and
hearts
fucking
probably explode.
ball squishing harnesses.
Defenses, I don't know.
Well, I guess if you fall off your own roof, it's your own insurance, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, last thoughts on rain caps, friends?
Cap it.
Ben says cap it. Andre?
Whoa. That was
Andre?
loud. Get the cap installed.
I'm sorry. For those of us in the back of the room,
Get the cap installed.
if you could make that a little louder for the
I
rest
don't
of
want to
us.
squeak. Install the rain caps.
A gentle whisper. From
It's ASMR for chimneys. Well, I also I third that motion. Get those caps installed. If it's the only thing that you do beside clean and inspect your chimney, get the cap installed. It'll save you so much money going forward in the future. Well, I think that's it for this lovely podcast on rain caps. They are pretty, they are shiny, and they do function well when installed correctly. But you can catch us on our other podcasting places, such as Bears Know Best. They're where we talk about all things frustratingly business. And we also make cooking videos for you guys. Yeah, because Bears Know Best. And, or wait, is that what we call the podcast now?
Bears Know Best.
Bears Know Best. Sorry,
Yes.
we've named it 25 things since we fucking started this last
Subject
month.
to change after this, don't worry.
Well,
It's still us, I promise.
it's always us. It's just different names. Well, we wish you the best of luck on this this wonderful, disgustingly boiling hot week here in Chicagoland. And this is me saying bye-bye.
Bye.
See you later, alligators.